Cutscene? No.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Taking this around? No. Be the ball. Oh, I just shot put. Hey everybody, Charlie92 here, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. When we last left off, we were just checking out our ledger. Apparently there's some type of stamp that's on it that can only be read under the headlights of our squad car here. So let's go ahead and check out the rest of this car, our motor carriage as they call them here, and see what else we can find out.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Before we pick up the radio to let them know we lost our badge, maybe we can find it? So let's go ahead and look at the toolbox now.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Okay, most likely the work of Kilm here.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
Pry bar, chain cutters, flashlight. Let's go with chain cutters right now.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
I'm assuming we can only take one and we can come back here and swap them out.
You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts.
Okay, so I can get the body down. Can we take them all?
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think.
Looks like we can.
Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Alright, and let's take the flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue, blue.
Okay,
Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
let's push the toolbox back.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Let's tap on the preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
Okay.
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Let's look at the steering lever.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. Right foot yearns for the familiar touch of the accelerator pedal. You have synced with the machine's mechanical circulation.
Where have you been?
At the bottom of the sea.
Whoa, what does that mean? What?
So strange. The machine is not on the bottom of the sea at all. It's right in front of you, well kept. Why did it say that?
Do I know how to operate this machine?
You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics.
Wait, does it mean I know how to pilot it?
After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Do what you will with it.
Release the clutch and squeeze it again.
Of course it's only in your head. Of course it is. But it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gently squeezing back.
How are you, my friend?
The smell of freshly treated leather, the lack of dirt and dust on the dashboard, and a neat little brush in the cup holder, all seem to be whispering, I'm good, cherished and cared for, in the hands of a tending owner.
The bottom of the sea. Does that mean I crashed mine? Release the clutch handle.
The handle is pulled back. Somewhere deep inside the drivetrain, the disc is mated to the flywheel again.
Continue.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
All right, let's try to find our badge before we report it. Okay. We've got some new items. We have 3 tools: chain cutters, pry bar, and flashlight. We also have new journal entry. Find out who is in the union box and who put the clothes in the trash. All right, let's hit tab, see what we can see around here. There's an individual over here. Let's go talk to them.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Okay, I'm digging what you're doing here.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Let's keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
Well, hey there, guy. What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
Sprawl of lorries with sweeping gesture. All right, so lorries are like semi-trucks.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You could almost taste it.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Looks like it.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
So are you a truck driver? We're looking for a truck driver. So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout? Okay. What's mazout?
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak. Or he just likes unusual words. Or both.
This says exactly what I was thinking. I dig your style, man.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Tell me more about this strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Yeah, that sucks.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
What are they demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
Okay, as long as they don't kill people.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Okay.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Yeah, makes sense.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who I'm going to ask, but I'm assuming it's the truck drivers.
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Okay, so you're into philosophy.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Not going to ask about the dead man yet. Empathy? Oof, I have none. What are you hauling?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Heh,
Relax. He's merely joking.
you're under arrest. Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the
Ha!
underworld.
No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing.
Ooh, tracksuits.
They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Can I get one of them tracksuits?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm assuming maybe one could fall off the truck. Is that your machine?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A little, yeah.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands.
Caillou.
This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6.
Is that an A6 you got there?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
All right, cool.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
All right, let's go ahead and ask about the dead man.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Yeah, probably trying to keep your nose clean too and not get killed.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
What you been busy with?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. But what else you been doing?
Ask for his conclusion.
And what's your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I'm good for now. You seem alright.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, I like you. What's his name again? Tommy Lee Holm. Alright. Tab. Alright, let's go south. Tab. Okay, let's look at this bench, and there's something we can muse about this. Some great tectonic forces crack the pavement like an eggshell. Yeah, I noticed that. Bench?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
Fair enough.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Just observing, my friend. These individuals here, and this. Ancient fountain doesn't pump water. There's a tree, pretty tree. What's over here? Tire tracks leading onto the roof. Leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Are these the tire tracks from the accident? Okay. Couple individuals up here. Let's go question them. Can I walk across this? Looks like it. Uh-oh. What's he thinking about? The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Let's talk to you.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
Gaston Martin. Yeah, expensive European UK vehicles. Okay, continue.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to angry old René first.
Angry old René. I'm assuming you're angry old René.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Okay.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
It's like bocce ball or something.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
Okay.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Physical instrument. Huh. Screw it. Let's do it.
That's the spirit. Don't
Oh,
even
goodness.
waste
Oh,
your
hi.
breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
92%. Let's do it. Okay. Cutscene? No.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work.
Taking this around? No. Be the ball. Oh, I just shot put. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done that.
Bordel de merde!
I don't think it was the right thing. I just shot put their bocce ball.
A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
So I'm convinced I did a good job, but clearly I didn't do the right thing.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak white triceps. Right triceps, that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
I'm sensing anger, and I don't understand why.
Vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
Oh, pétanque. I thought it was shot put. I understand.
No, no you don't. Our pétanque game is ruined. We want our bull back.
Okay.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Continue.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Sure, I'll get your ball.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Well, I want to ask about the dead body behind the place.
Yes. Why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder.
Yeah, but they may know something about the surroundings. You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
What caused it?
I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Okay, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Communards. Who are the communards?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you fight against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
So valiantly that you lost? I wonder what he means by that. Also, what foreigners? Foreign to this planet? Foreign to this continent? Foreign to this nation?
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
I'm sorry, suicide sex cult propaganda? Okay. I'm sure we'll hear more about that.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
We should have chose a place away from people and buildings.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
Got you. So we beachhead here.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Oh wait, it's 51 now. Sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Pétanque.
Blood ground. You got old René going there, like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on, the coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that, they're the lesser evil.
That explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
A strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Okay.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
Okay, never
You
surrendered.
don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
We should probably try to win him over.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Alright, that's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Commies just don't understand how money works. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains,
Okay.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
It didn't seem to be the case. Seeing as how you're here playing petanque in this hole.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
Okay.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
You mentioned Guillaume?
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Okay.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
Well, yeah, it sounds like he kind of hung his hat on serving this king and doesn't want to admit that, you know, that may have been a mistake. I can understand that. Who was this Frisel?
Damn Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
Okay, you know, I'm going to ask about the Hoipale.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
Okay, so a mob. What is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already.
Seems that way. But I've forgotten everything.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the Filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Can't pass that. And I threw the bowl into the sea, which he didn't like. So White Trek, I may retry it, but man, I don't want to waste a 17%. Let's ask him about the man hanged.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
What about most of the locals?
In Martinez, the Union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with the cops.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
Okay.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
So just to make sure, you don't know anything?
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
Yeah, I believe you.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
Sire. Thanks for your time, brother. Can we talk to this one now?
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
I'm glad you're enjoying your sandwich.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
I mean, the dude's clearly lived a long life. Let him eat his sandwich.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Can I have a bite of your sandwich?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
Yeah, but you made it sound so good.
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft.
All right.
In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
Don't be a dick, Gaston. There's plenty for everyone. No, I'm not going to pester him for a bite. I'm going to be like, okay, I'm not that hungry anyway.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You must have other business then?
What do you know about the dead guy?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
You must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Okay.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
Exactly.
He means caviar socialists.
Caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Well, he's probably trying to keep himself from retribution for snitching.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Okay, you didn't give me your sandwich, so give me some info.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Okay, I see why you two are at odds.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
Okay, well, tell me about him.
Evrard Claire. Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
Okay.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Is he a royalist?
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Did the lighting just change? I think it did. At 1300, we need to go into the kitchen. Are you a union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties. Help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways?
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Evrard keeps me on the payroll. Just for the little things.
What's so, Lou? What sort of little things?
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and René's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Okay, so it's genuine.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavane. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important.
Okay.
I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence, never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are these little things that you do for Evard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
Well, let me see what you wrote.
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evard and I had these long talks where...
Okay, long talks.
Well, he tells his little penman exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
All right. Next episode, we're going to ask him if he's a caviar socialist. I don't know if he's going to be too happy with that. But if you enjoy what we're doing so far, please consider a like, a comment, or a subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.